April 28th. Who really gets better? We can also use the steps to improve our attitudes. Our best thinking got us into trouble. We recognize the need for change. Basic text, page 55. When new in recovery, most of us had at least one person we just couldn't stand. We thought that person was the rudest, most obnoxious person in the program. We knew there was something we could do, some principle of recovery we could practice to get over the way we felt about this person. But what? We asked our sponsor for guidance. We were probably assured, with an amused smile, that if we just kept coming back, we'd see the person get better. That made sense to us. We believed that the steps of NA worked in the lives of everyone. If they could work for us, they could work for this horrible person too. Time passed, and at some point we noticed that the person didn't seem as rude or obnoxious as before. In fact, he or she had become downright tolerable, maybe even likable. We got a pleasant jolt as we realized who had really gotten better. Because we had kept coming back, because we had kept working the steps, our perception of this person had changed. The person who had plagued us had become tolerable because we'd developed some tolerance. He or she had become likable because we'd developed the ability to love. So who really gets better? We do. As we practice the program, we gain a whole new outlook on those around us by gaining a new outlook on ourselves. Just for today, as I get better, so will others. Today, I will practice tolerance and try to love those I meet. I'm Herb the Addictaholic. This is Just for Today. There's been times in the rooms, in the meetings, where somebody is sharing and it has nothing to do with recovery. At least in my head, I'm like, why are they even sharing about this? This is killing time. Somebody else, I'm sure, has something more correlated to what we're doing here, something that's more applicable to recovery. And this person is talking about car payments and whatnot. And I used to get kind of upset because I'm OCD and I need things to be a certain way and blah, 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 and now when somebody like that shares, I realize that, recovery is in all aspects of life. And sometimes bills and things pile up, or problems with an ex, or going through a divorce or whatever. These are all things that people need to get off their chest in order to stay in a state of mind that they can keep going in their recovery without using. So even though it might not be applicable to me or to directly to recovery at the moment, for them it is, and I don't see myself tripping out anymore and like getting upset at somebody who's not sharing the right way. Now I try to find the reasons for it, and if it's not applicable, if it doesn't relate directly to recovery, and that's okay. They're sharing, they're getting something off of their chest, it's helping them feel better. And even if it's completely outlandish and they're just doing a story sharing, that's fine too. It's only momentary and the moment will pass, and most likely it's going to reach somebody somehow, some way. And even if not, no big deal. There's nothing I can do about it except change the way that I perceive it, and keep myself from getting upset about something so trivial. Somebody taking 5-10 minutes to share on a non-topic for me, or a non-topic for the recovery room, whatever it is. Again, for a long time it bothered me when long shares would happen and there was no relatable recovery. But now I've tried to find the recovery in it, and if I don't, it's still okay. And I try not to judge anybody. And lately, in the past year or so, like I found myself, not disliking people, on a large scale. And that goes from traffic to walking at a grocery store or a theme park, or, and all these places I used to see everyone as like in my way. And now it's not that way. And it's kind of nice, and it's a relief, and it's a weight off the shoulders, and it creates less stress, and it brings my frequency up. And, it's a good way to live. Narcotics Anonymous in this program has helped me to be a better person myself, because as I get better, the whole world seems to get better too. Thank you guys for coming out. Hope to see you tomorrow. Keep coming back. It works if you work it.